Project finalization is very important to the West Virginia Division of Highways. All stakeholders on a project have responsibilities that will ensure a project is finalized successfully. Each district's materials division plays a large role in this process, and they have specific responsibilities to support the finalization of each project. Finalization starts on the first day of each project. A task force was formed with representation from the West Virginia Division of Highways and from the West Virginia Contractors Association to discuss the issues with project finalization and to create solutions. Their initiative will help us work together to finalize projects in a more efficient way. Closing out projects involves confirming acceptance of each material incorporated in the project. It efficiently ensures the prompt payment of invoices and that allocated funds are not held for long periods of time. There are many responsibilities and processes involved in the finalization of a state construction project. Let's discuss the general responsibility of the District Materials Division and how they relate to the finalization process. Project inspectors must document and record all work performed on the construction project. Because they are on site, they will receive the material documentation that should accompany materials that arrive on the project. Inspectors will verify the materials acceptance method and lab numbers for each item. If there are any issues or questions, the project staff should have open communication with the District Materials Division and know where to go and who to ask for assistance. Project personnel must not delay in generating material samples in Site Manager and attaching supporting materials documentation in a ProjectWise. Project personnel should also resolve any related issues on an estimate as soon as possible. Do not wait until the final estimate. All line items on a project must be certified and accepted. Everyone should be familiar with the Evidence of Inspection Report, which details the acceptance method for each material line item approved by the Materials Division. The Evidence of Inspection details the sample type and testing and acceptance methods of each item used on a construction project. Everyone needs to know how important their role is on a project and have ownership of the documentation they provide as a permanent record on the project. The Evidence of Inspection relates directly to the detailed sampling checklist. This is a report that is generated to verify that each material used on a project has met the required materials acceptance method. The district materials staff will set up this report and will approve the line items once pre-certification has been requested by the project supervisor. All parties should have a clear understanding of the requirements from the onset of the project. The documentation verifies acceptance and justifies payment of the materials used. It becomes part of the permanent record on the project. Materials Division staff assist each project by performing quality assurance testing as required in the West Virginia specifications. They approve quality control plans and other materials-related procedures and plans related to the project. The Materials Coordinator approves material samples that are generated in the project records. They also work with the project to ensure the contractor's quality control samples are entered as well. These duties are directly related to the process of finalizing a project. If the proper documentation isn't available or is not correctly identified or submitted, it could delay the certification of each materials line item in the project, thus delaying finalization. Communication between the project staff and the District Materials Office is important to the project. The project staff must notify the Materials Division of quality assurance testing needs. It is important for the Materials Division to communicate rejected sample information back to the project. Those are examples of how communication on all levels is required and should be handled. When samples are not generated in a timely manner, it creates a delay with verifying the materials certifications from the Materials Control Soils and Testing Group, or MCS&T, and will delay the overall finalization process. Once an item is complete and documentation has been finalized, each item can be sent to the District Materials Office to be pre-certified. Once all the material certifications have been verified, the Final Material Certification Form, or MC8, is sent. Completion of this form means that every item placed and paid for on a project has been verified and certified. Work closely with the project personnel to ensure this is a smooth process. This will ultimately ensure the finalization steps of a contract are staying on course and complying with the timeline for completion. We've identified the importance of project finalization and the role the Materials Division in each district plays in the process. Now it is up to everyone to work together to complete a successful on-time project. Be accountable to all parties to make sure the process is a smooth one. There are many resources available to ensure documentation is being entered and reported correctly. Finalization of a project may begin on day 1, but it continues on day 2 and beyond. Communication is the key to a successful project. Support, trust, and responsibility are required. Finalizing a project is more than just paying estimates. Each material line item must be documented, certified, and accepted. The department must be a good steward of the funding allocated for each project, and aware of any delays in closing out a project that will cause issues in available funding for future projects. The bottom line is, be accountable, stay on top of the requirements, and communicate effectively with your team. Additional information is available on the West Virginia Division of Highways website. If you have questions, please contact your immediate supervisor. This video has been created by WRA in conjunction with the West Virginia Division of Highways and the West Virginia Contractors Association.